I'm looking here at my phone. I wish I could share this on TV with everybody and everybody up in the gallery and with my colleagues. It's of someone very special named Sloan, and I'm going to tell a little story about her a little later. But this is an inspiration as I'm coming up here today to talk a little bit about this issue. And the numbers, the statistics have been shared, and sometimes they ring hollow, right? It's just numbers, and we have to attach the lives that have been affected by that. Not only those children whose lives were lost, but the mothers, the fathers, the grandparents, those that lost that and have that void in their families. So, of course, we must continue to fight for the unborn, but there's another story to be told as well. And that story is about those children that we cannot forget who need permanent, loving homes. And each year there's about 120,000 families that navigate the adoption process and welcome new children into their lives. I'm pleased to report that adoption rates in West Michigan, where I represent, are among the highest in the country. Bethany Christian Services is located in Grand Rapids, the largest adoption agency in America. The Lakeshore Pregnancy Center, which I have a personal connection with. My wife serves on the board of that fine organization, and so many others that are out there trying to provide those services. Our own church this past Sunday set up a pack and play, and the challenge to all of us at the church was, let's fill it. In fact, let's fill 2 of those pack and plays with all the needs that these mothers and these children have, so we can provide that alternative to those young ladies oftentimes who are desperate and are looking for a way out. They're looking for an answer, and they don't know where to turn so often. And have crisis pregnancy centers there to offer alternatives to death and to destruction is something that we need to take very seriously, and I take seriously as a believer. The Right to Life groups, where I served in my church's Right to Life representative for over 10 years and was proud to do that, to be able to be that voice and tirelessly promote the culture of life and strong families. I think that is something that we need to continue to do. I'm struck by families in my own church, the Holwirdas and the Meyerds, who have done not just one international adoption, but multiple international adoptions. Friends from school, my roommate in college and best friend from high school, who was adopted through Bethany Christian Services very early on. I think we cannot forget those faces and those lives that have become so productive and have changed our culture. I was especially touched this year, and this is where Sloan comes in. I was especially touched this year as I watched the life of a member of my own staff change when she and her husband adopted a little baby girl. And when she sent me this photo just a couple of minutes ago, and the caption was, "Need some inspiration." And the photo of Sloan came up, and yeah, I think she's got SpaghettiOs smeared on her face and all kinds of great stuff as she's sitting in her high chair. But those are the things that we need to keep in mind when we're talking about life and the culture of life that we have. And let's change those statistics so that more stories like this one can be told. More stories about Sloan and Steve and others that have been in our lives. So these are stories that change lives not just of those children, but it changes the lives of those adoptive parents and the grandparents and the aunts and the uncles and the friends. And we're thrilled and celebrate those families that have made that choice. And we pray that the work that we do here can continue to help them make that choice. And I yield back. I thank my friend and gentleman from New Jersey for allowing me to be a part of this. Thanks.